what do when the woman in the mirror starts disappearing? The skin you have known your whole life starts to fade, and you don't even know how to explain what's happening, even to yourself. This is Winifred's story. A story about skin, a story about becoming a mother, a story about facing change and not running from it. Before we step into our beautiful story for today, I'd like to share something with you. So last year when we started, we sent designs to the women, asking them to choose what resonated with them, what felt beautiful to them. But now we realize that we don't just want to make garments that resonates with our women or that speak to our women. We want to make garments that speak from our women. We want to make garments that speak from the woman, not just something that resonates with her. So that is what this new chapter is about. Fashion, not just as fabric, but as a reflection of the woman's journey. Winifred gave birth to her child, and 2 weeks after, her skin began to change. Not from a rash, not from a wound, from vitiligo. He didn't just touch her face. He touched how she walked into a room. He touched how she looked at herself. He made her feel like a stranger in a body she had always known. So she hid for 2 years from people, from mirrors, from photography, from herself. She didn't know how to grieve something no one else could understand. She didn't know how to explain what was happening, how to talk about the sadness that follows something as miraculous as giving life. Because sometimes change, even sacred change, can still feel like a loss. So while the story was filmed last year, it still marks a beautiful part of this becoming. So let's celebrate her and what her story sparked in all of us.
Hi, my name is Winifred and I'm a mom. I'm also a content creator and an entrepreneur. And here's my story. Back in 2021, I gave birth and it was a thing of joy. Everyone was excited and I got home, and 2 weeks down the line, I started to notice a patch on my face, and I really thought that it was eczema. And I bought eczema creams, different types, different products, and I applied it on it, but it wasn't working. And fast forward to September of that same year, I went to a birthday party and my friend saw me and she was like, "Oh, Winnie, this thing on your face doesn't look like eczema. I think it is vitiligo. My uncle used to have it and I think you should go and see a dermatologist." And I'm like, really? Something about the mind. All this while, I never gave a name to what was wrong with me, and it never used to bother me. I would go out, make videos and everything like that, and I wasn't bothered about that little patch until someone gave it a name, and then I got scared. It was on a Saturday, I can't forget, and then there was this whole, like, I had to wait all the way Sunday for Monday to go for this appointment, and I was anxious. You guys, you can't even begin to imagine how much of pressure I had. My husband was like, "Oh, calm down, it could just be nothing." And I'm like, okay. I was I was on Google the whole of that day on Sunday, and then on Monday I'd already booked an appointment to see a dermatologist. So I went there, and she said in her words, "The minute you came into the office, I knew what you were here for, but I just needed you to say what you were here for." And when I told her about it, she was just racking, scanning her table, looking for pamphlets to give me on vitiligo. And she told me, "Have I heard of it before?" And I said, "Yes, literally the reason that I came here." And she spoke about it, and I had carried my son and he had this little mini dots on his eyes and on his chest. And I told her, please can you help me check also to just be sure that he's not having vitiligo. And she said, oh no, he doesn't have. She went through her microscope, checked everything, and she's like, he doesn't have vitiligo, but you do have vitiligo. And she ran some tests, did something. Immediately that was confirmed that it was vitiligo. I went home, I told my family. I was in a frenzy, like I had lost my mind. I was on Google, food, what to eat, what not to eat, how to cure. I just realized there was no cure. And that changed the trajectory of my life, because from then on I had mini episodes of depression. I was angry at myself, I was angry at God, and I was angry at everybody. But it took 2 years for me to come out to being the way that I am, to be able to express myself this particular way without makeup or anything. It has to be that I have grown to a certain level that I'm able to speak and not be asking myself, are you sure they're not going to talk about you, or this Winifred, you need to wear makeup and all that. So when this happened, it took me 2 years. You guys, I was depressed. If there was any word, I got into myself. I'm a very introverted person, but imagine having vitiligo and not understanding your skin, and you feel like people don't understand what is happening to you, so you become more introverted. So I became more into myself. I wasn't going out to invite us for weddings. I wouldn't go birthday parties. I was just declining. And my husband's family did not even know that this was going on with me. It was that bad because I was so into myself. Like, he would say, oh, let's just tell people, like, and I'm like, this is not your problem to tell. I was so defensive, so I felt like I was alone. But I had family, people, friends encouraging me about me, like my whole Winifred, you're okay. We know the Winifred that we know. Skin doesn't define you. And at the time when they were telling me, I said, it's because you're not in my shoes, so you can easily dish out advices, because you're not there, because you're not experiencing what I'm experiencing. Because if you're experiencing what I'm experiencing, I don't think that this would be your advice to me. So I was very defensive. I was very hot. There was no kind of prayer that I did not pray for God to help me, for me to just be lifted from this affliction, for things. I was praying on a regular basis, and it kept progressing. It felt like as I was praying, the thing was saying, oh yeah, pray more now, so that I would just blaster you with all of this whole thing. And when I posted the video of me having vitiligo, it was the turning point for me. And this was motivated from the death of a friend. My friend had gone through pregnancy, childbirth, and she died on the bed. And that shook me a lot. And I think that I'm sorry. And it broke me. Like, it ruined my whole holiday, because every time I slept, it was her I was thinking of. And I was always reminded that, you see, someone died on the table. You could have died, but like, look at where you are. You only have a mere skin. Like, that was what my mind was telling me, that you could have also passed, but you have a skin condition that doesn't really do anything other than change the color of the skin, and you are sad. Somebody has lost their daughter, their mother, their wife, their sister, their friend, and you are here just complaining about having vitiligo. For a whole month, I was sad. I needed, in fact, when I came back, that was when I posted the video of myself on the internet, and I said, I created a new page. I didn't want anybody to know. I just created a new page, posted the stuff, and went away. And I was shocked by the massive, like, everybody was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I swear to God that I really did not even think that the video was going to go as viral as it went. I just posted it because I was in bondage. I was living in bondage basically, and I really needed to come out of it because I had this food page that I was doing, and it was just I was wearing gloves to work, and I didn't like it. And I had hand gloves, different types. My sister was even planning to get me some, and I just posted the video, and it just went like, people were like, oh my god, and I'm like, oh, people receiving this thing very well, so maybe it's not even that bad that I've been stuck for 2 years. And I started to create content. My friends were just egging me on, like, create content, post. So you don't, like, post so you don't go back to being depressed or anything. Not even for just keep posting so people would see you. And let me tell you that I've had I'm not exaggerating, over 200 people who have vitiligo that have reached out to me, that are Nigerians and South Africans and even Kenyans, to say that thank you for coming out to talk about vitiligo. Thank you, because we don't even have people who are promoting these things or who are confident as you. They wish they had this much confidence to come out and talk about it. I've had to literally hold hands with people to go to the dermatologist to seek help and all of that. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity that this platform has given me to be able to express myself and just really reach out to other people. I remember covering my face every single time I went to pick up my kid from school. I would cover my face, like, I didn't want people to see me. I would wear long shirts, I would wear long clothes, just so people don't get to see, oh, this person is having this, or ask me weird questions. But now I'm in a better space, and I'm so grateful to God for the opportunity to just be where I am today. And I want to say that I'm grateful for Woman Studios for reaching out to me, and they had asked me what design that I wanted. They sent me some designs, and oh my God, when I saw this design, I fell in love. For me, this represents bloom. Like, as women, we bloom wherever we are, and I just felt like this was a representation of me. From where I was to where I am right now, it's been good. And just like the mini flowers you see here, they just assemble to make a whole flower, and it is you as a woman. You bloom in every direction. Don't let anything, any negative circumstances stop you from being the best that you can be, from being who you are. And thank you so much for giving me a platform, for giving me the opportunity to dress in your piece. It is beautiful, and I'm so appreciative of this. Thank you so much for reaching out to me and sharing in my story, and also empowering women. Thank you so much, and I love you guys a lot. Here's my take-home note for you. Bloom, women, bloom. You're a flower. Thank you.
Winifred sent us this story last year, and today we are sharing it. For every woman who has felt unseen in her own skin, for every woman whose transformation came without warning. Because at Oman, we believe change isn't something to hide, it is something to wear. We haven't interviewed her in person yet, and we will, because her story isn't finished. Neither is ours. Now, let's create a garment inspired by her story.